Hi, I'm Dan Stewart, Senior Advisor for Justice Solutions at Cisco. This video is being created as an overview. We hope you find the video informing and that the video visitation scheduler information is helpful for you in making future decisions. Understanding the workflow of correctional facilities is something that a vendor has to listen to. They have to understand the client and understand the policies, and that all correctional facilities don't operate the same way. On this model, we go from visitor registration all the way through to escorts of inmates going into certain areas of a jail or a prison to have their call, or bringing it right down to the housing unit itself. We understand that you have your policies, your security protocols, your scheduling desires as far as what type of visit should be scheduled at what time. That is built in to the first part when we work with you to have a scheduler that can be automated, give you a reallocation of your personnel time to work on other things inside of your facilities, and to make sure that the experience of the visitor on the outside is a very good experience and a quality experience. Release 1 has attorney-client contact, family and friends visitation, and court visitation. This is a way in which you can hit the first 3 necessary items, but then build upon it yourself. Again, we are not selling a solution, we are selling a platform for growth for your agency. You can add your telemedicine and telepsychiatry, you can add re-entry groups, religious education, educational content itself at your desire and at your pace. The architectural setup is rather simple. We allow people on the outside to use links that are sent to them. They come in via the internet. Your endpoints inside the facility are registered to the cloud, and the data management system you have with offender information gives us the ability to understand where each offender is located in your facilities, and we can then direct the call to the nearest video unit to them when the call is being booked. For the outside visitor who wants to meet with someone incarcerated in your facilities, they first must register and get your clearance to be a participant inside of that program. Obviously, you will set the standard on this. You will have the policy set as to who has clearance for what type of call. Then when they want to schedule the call, they'll be given the inmate ID and insert that in on the request. They'll be given a calendar. The calendar will also show the time of days that the video unit closest to that person is available for a call. You will also dictate through your policies who has priority over other types of calls in order to bump them for the priority of, say, the court over a family visit or an attorney over a family visit. At the time of the call, the individual will just press Visit Now, and that will bring them automatically into the meeting with the individual they want to meet with. The automated browser brings the individual in without having to go through any normal process for a WebEx meeting. They are just automatically launched into the meeting and awaiting the other person on the other side to join. On the inside of the facility, the individual will sit in front of a video unit that is either sitting in front of them behind Plexi or Lexan panel or inside of a hardened case. That unit will automatically launch at the time of the call into the meeting, therefore not needing any dialing out procedures, and the offender will have no access whatsoever to the unit if it is encased in this manner. If you look at the lower right hand side, that gives a secondary option as well for an officer to be able to outbound dial, but outbound dial a video unit from a different room outside of the actual room where an offender is sitting, therefore reducing any potential for violence or attack upon an officer if their back is turned to them. For the corrections officer overseeing visitations, they can either have auto approves or an approval for each visit that will take place. An officer also has the ability to cancel out a visitation in case somebody has been moved to a SHU or if there's a lockdown in a facility and you need to shut down visitation. Again, all set to your policies. Flexibility within the system allows changing housing units of where someone will receive a call, just in case they were moved during the period of time from when the reservation was set to when the call will occur, and also the ability to enable or disable the recording of calls. Attorney-client privilege calls will not be recorded. That will be a global setting, and any other policy or law of your state or your county or city will be abided by as we set the policies to this scheduler. For those recorded calls, access is extremely limited and set by the administration. It may be the Intel division, it may be some legal entities that can have access. You will set that access. You'll have immediate access to those recordings, and they will be password protected in order to secure them. In order to give you total oversight over those recordable type of visitations, we now have televisit monitoring. This will give you up to 9 screens at a time for an officer to be able to observe, listen in, and interrupt, and cancel a call. Therefore, Monitoring is now available on multiple live streams that are coming in on a single pane of glass, 9 at a time. Move them out, bring another 9 in. Whatever officer is assigned to that duty, they have the flexibility of taking those calls in and looking at them and taking appropriate action when necessary. For overall administration, you'll have access to see the health of the video units as they're being used in your facility. You'll have the ability to go in and find out if there are issues, and if there are, to go ahead and check on those units immediately. When we set up the configurations with you, you'll set your visitation policies, the scheduled times of those calls, when they can take place, the locations where the units will be, the meeting's platform, notifications to visitors. Will it be an email? Will it be an SMS notification for them to come in on any device that they are using? As an example, you can see here, how frequent can a person have a visit, how long will the visits be, and what is going to be recorded and what is not recorded. The portal will be branded to your agency. We'll use your logos. Everything will be your agency's appearance on the website and through the entire system. Thank you for joining me today. I hope that Cisco can help you in your future endeavors inside the correctional facilities that you oversee. Please contact your local Cisco AM or contact a Cisco reseller.